Richard Vance, who is also running for 101st District House of Representatives. He is the Republican candidate as well. And it's all yours, Rich. A couple quick minutes.
Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. John Wooden, who was a basketball coach for UCLA, he said, if you don't have time to do it right, when are you going to have time to do it again? That's the problem we have in politics. We just push things through, we don't think it through, we throw common sense aside, and we don't do things right the first time around. So that's why we constantly go back and forth in trying to push our country in the right direction. And my wife and I were committed to my candidacy, and my compassion and my passion is for the people in District 101. I am committed to serve with excellence. That's why I believe that right now I'm the right man for the right job at the right time. My experience is I have won 3 elections on the school board. We fought DEI. We were able to turn it around. Also, I served 7 years as a chairman of a board of a pregnancy center. And with that, I've also served 35 years in commercial construction in foreign countries and also in the U.S. I spent 25 years as a pastor. I was bivocational while I was pastoring. That's why I got 35 years in construction. I'm also FEMA trained, and as I have traveled and throughout the district, and that will continue to travel all the way up to Baldwin, up into Cadillac, and so forth, there are issues that we got to deal with. The Senate has a SB 399 and 400 where they want to require everybody that lives in the country, they have to have their septic tanks inspected on a regular basis. Thousands of dollars out of your pocket. No way is that going to happen. And I'm going to stand up against that. Also, we talked about cutting property tax. One way we can do it in a small step is we can eliminate the property transfer tax. Every time you sell your house, the state gets a certain portion. Supposedly goes to schools. But why should we pay property taxes and then turn around and pay taxes every time we sell our house? We can eliminate that and continue to chip away bit by bit. And so with this, we're committed to finding out what your issues are, what your concerns are. And when I go to Lansing, that's what I want to work on. And I can't do it alone. I believe Luke has basically the same ideas that Joe has, that I have. I am pro-life all the way. I believe life begins at conception. I have lived my life in such a way that my wife and I, we homeschooled 5 children. We homeschooled when the state was still going after homeschoolers. That's when we started. When we started having children, we didn't do the vaccines. So we stood up against vaccines decades ago before it's become a main issue. So I want you to know that what I stand for is what we have lived in our life. And that's why it's a firm foundation. That's why I'm going to move forward on these issues, because that's what we have lived, and that's what we stood for. I worked on farms when I was in high school, so I understand farming. I understand the needs. We need to keep farming land for American farmers. And that having foreign adversaries come in and own our land, no, it's not going to happen. So these are the issues, just some of them, that I'll be standing for. And so I would appreciate any support that you can have, any help, and I'll have information. I have a little card here. These are some issues that I will stand on and fight for. I have some business cards and so forth. So I just want your vote to be the next District 101 House Representative for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.